one brief point. I don't entirely agree with what Shopun is saying. This problem of land acquisition is a problem that's there across India. It acquires different forms. But the thing is, in Bengal, Mamata Banerjee is going to run into problems to set up all those new railway projects which she has announced in a budget.
Hang on,
in order to
public land.
I want to go across
and Jindal Steel actually managed to get land in Western Midnapur by private acquisition, which had nothing to do with the state.
I want to go across at this time to Kolkata. Joining us from there is our Kolkata Bureau Chief Avijit Nandi Majumdar. He's been tracking Mamata Banerjee's career very, very closely for the last several years. Do you think, Avijit, after she becomes Chief Minister, people will get to see a new Mamata Banerjee, more focused on governance? Because the railway officials are petrified of her. She throws away files, her attention span is very limited. Do you see that change post the 13th of May?
Rahul, I was with Mamata Banerjee just a little while ago, and we were just discussing about how, if she comes to power, how she's going to kind of govern West Bengal. There's going to be a very different Mamata Banerjee. She's got her all ideas in place. She's not the way that she's doing in the railways. She once said she's formulated a very different strategy of governing the state, and she wants to keep home, industry, agriculture and health with herself, and she wants to monitor these departments personally and shape up some kind of a strategy on how her government is going to function in the next 6 months. This is what she is really concentrating at the moment. And the way railways have been operating and the way government of West Bengal is going to operate under Mamata Banerjee is going to be completely different. If Mamata Banerjee, whatever her style and whatever she's thinking at the moment, if there is anything to go by.
Avijit is standing outside Mamata's house, but one thing is for Mamata Banerjee to say, Mr. Iyer, that she will change. The other is to be actually able to make that change, to make that transition. You've seen lots of people, when they come into power, she's been agitating for the last 3 decades. Will she be able to make that transition?
She's been agitating against things that were wrong. She's not been agitating against things that were right. The Nano, for instance, they were offered land in the Durgapur area, Asansol Durgapur area. Ratan Tata says, no, my executives have to go to Trinkers in the afternoon, and therefore I must have absolutely valid fertile land within driving distance of Calcutta. And Buddhodaya Bhattacharya, he's supposed to be a communist. He's supposed to be an inheritor of the Operation Barga spirit. He falls all over himself and says, don't worry, if you can't buy the land, I'll get it for you. Now, this is the sort of absolutely wrong thing that the CPIM, which I turned because of what they've done as a capitalist party of India, these people went completely wrong. And she was able to push a crumbling wall. When she comes to power, she's got an extraordinarily able set of advisors. People who have been drawn from the professions, people who've established their technical ability. I assure you that there is going to be, at least initially, I don't know what happens, things change as we go down the road, but the first year or two of the Mamata government is going to receive plaudits from all over.
Professor Gupta, do you share that optimism? Because you can assemble a dream team of good, competent advisors, but the executive at the top needs to be able to move the ship in the right direction.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you may have very good people, but you're at the helm and you have to chart the course. As Mr. Manishankar, I was speaking, I was thinking of Rajiv Gandhi. He had a great team, but within a few short years, he seemed to have lost the kind of charisma that he had when he started out. Okay, in the first 2 or 3 years, Mamata Banerjee might look good, but the big question really is that does she have an alternative in place? I mean, it's all right to keep all these ministries with you, but what are you going to do besides monitoring? Do you have a view on health? I think health is a very big problem in Bengal. It has a very poor health status. What is your view on health and education? I think that has to be sorted out very quickly. Not only that, we're talking about Operation Barga. Remember, Operation Barga, today the people on land are not the inheritors of Operation Barga, they are the grand inheritors. I mean, their fathers were. They are the sons, perhaps even grandsons. And that is why they're not interested anymore in just land. So don't get taken in by the fact that they want to cling on to land. What they want is a better deal for their land. They have aspirations. Their grandfathers have needs. They have aspirations. And the CPM was able to address needs, not aspirations. And they are hoping that Mamata Banerjee will address those